Hi, I'm Alex. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to talk to y'all about book blankets and the books that I have read to match these squares. For 2025, I decided I was going to be crocheting a book blanket. I was being flooded on another social media app of this group where all they did was show off their book blankets that they had crocheted, and finally, I said, you know what, 2025, I'm going to be doing this. So that's exactly what I've done. Here's what I have read so far for 2025, and here are their corresponding squares. And I'm going to go through, talk about the books, talk about their squares, and all of that fun stuff. Now, I hate doing granny squares, so I found this tutorial, and this tutorial was super easy to follow, super basic, and now I don't even need the tutorial to make the squares, which is super nice. If you're looking for a tutorial that is simple, easy, slow, this one is it. The first square I made was this one. Kind of looks like an eyeball because it is for Infected by Scott Sigler. This book was bananas. I think I rated it a 3 or 4 stars. And the way I rate books is 1 star, did not like it, probably DNF'd it. 2 stars was, I did not like it, but I finished. 3 stars was, I liked it, but it was just like, 4 stars, I really liked it, could have changed some things. 5 stars is, I will easily reread this. I do not remember, I would not reread this, just because this is one of those stories, like, you read it, you got the story. Like, there's no surprises anymore. And this one was nuts. I do recommend reading it because it is just bananas, and the triangle is very, it would have been cool if I could put a triangle on here, but I'm not there yet. But anyways, Infected, it is about people getting this mysterious illness that causes them to other people, and it was a wild ride. Do not be eating and reading this book because I made that mistake and my belly was upset. Next is The Hobbit, and here's its square. My husband and I got real big into rewatching The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. This was my first watch, but his like millionth rewatch of all of them, and I got real into them, so I started reading The Hobbit, loved it, made a square for it, and then I started Lord of the Rings. I read the first book, started the second book, and just fell off. I don't know what happened there. I just didn't finish. Here's the square for it, and here's the Goodreads cover for it. I'm just going off Goodreads covers because unless I have the physical book, I'm just gonna go off the Goodreads cover. Here is What Feasts at Night, and it's square. I loved this book. I think I rated it a 4 stars. It was funny. I read What Moves the Dead, but I just could not get into it, but I loved the covers of both of these books, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna give it another shot, and I'm so glad I did. I loved it and cannot wait till book 3 comes out in September. I actually put book 3's release date in my phone's calendar, so that's how excited I am. This book I started specifically because I wanted to make the square, because I knew the square would be beautiful, and it is. I absolutely love how it turned out, and if you notice, a lot of my yarn is yarn I've already owned, so you can see there's like black fleckles in there. I just felt like it would go perfectly with this, and it does. So there's that. Now this square I did not really care for. I wish I would have used different colors, but I didn't want to go to the store. I wanted to use what I had, and so that's what I did. And this is the square, and here's the book. It is The Last Widow by Karen Slaughter. I liked the book, and that's just kind of it. I liked it. I'm glad the bad guys got their getting, but it was very long. It was very long. Next, I have The Death of Jane Lawrence, and this book was bananas. I thought it would just be a gothic romance-esque book. There was a lot more to it, and I was actually speaking to a friend about it because I was like, I didn't expect this coming from that book. So here is its square. I love the square. I feel like the square looks great with it. Right now I'm reading Monarch. It is a beautiful book, and here is its square. I have not finished the book, but I wanted to get the square done because I was just so excited. I feel like I should have included a little more dark colors, but they go together. They go together, and I'm enjoying the book, so that's all that matters. Here are all of my squares together. I'm so excited. Someone mentioned that I should go ahead and just start putting them, connecting them together now. Reason why I'm not going to do that is because I read a lot of thrillers, and thriller authors, for some reason, always use black, and not always, but a mass majority of them use black and blue for their covers. And I don't want to have a big blob of black and blue squares. So I was like, I'm just gonna wait and just connect them at the end. It's gonna be a pain in the butt, but that's okay. I don't know. Someone also recommended to do them, you know, in the order that I've read them, which is a great idea, but just like I said, I read a lot of thrillers, which right now it doesn't look like I do, considering only one is a true thriller. I've just been kind of trying to expand my horizons a little bit, and I've had fun doing it, but I do miss the one and done thriller aspect. So I will definitely be picking up a lot more thrillers as time goes on. But overall, I hope I stick with it, and fingers crossed I do, because I bet this is going to be a really cool blanket with such a cool backstory.